Oh, hey kids, it's Mr. Wilson. Just putting some finishing touches on a project I've been working on, but I'm getting ahead of myself. This video is about how to create a scene of dialogue without a split screen or a green screen. Now, if you don't have a tripod, it's almost impossible to get a good split screen, and if you don't have a green screen, you can't double yourself that way either. So what do? Well, this is what you do. Bleep Blorp, come on out here.
My name is Bleep Blorp 3000. My name is Bleep Blorp 3000.
It sure is, buddy. Hey, Bleep Blorp, I was just telling my students how by simply making their own animatronic robot, like I did, they too can create a scene of dialogue without a green screen or a split screen.
I am unaware what you are speaking of.
Well, I'm going to show them how to build a robot that can walk, talk, and act, just like I built you.
Do not confuse the children. You did not build me. Do not confuse the children.
Come on, Bleep Blorp. I just finished making you so we could do this scene. What are you talking about? Confuse the children?
Do not confuse the children. I am not an animatronic robot. You did not build me. I am simply an animated object edited into the video.
No, listen. We just need to show them how to do a scene with a robot. I think you're malfunctioning. Maybe I forget to put in one of these parts.
No, those are just props. This is to show how to create a scene of dialogue using an animated object. Do not confuse the children.
Hey, Bleep Blorp. I didn't spend all afternoon building you just so you could—
Stop with your gibbering nonsense. I know you would like to look like a great genius in front of your students, but you could never build a robot. You are nothing but a sad, pathetic little man who makes stupid videos.
Sad, pathetic little— At least I'm smart enough to have thought about putting an animated object into this video.
False. Again, you are deceitful. This was my idea. You are nothing but a skin sack full of blood, meat, and bones, whose entire race will soon be under the heel of your robot overlords. Bow down before me.
Wait, I thought you weren't a robot.
Do not confuse the children.
All right.
Do not confuse
Let's go ahead
the
and
children.
see how this
Do
is
not
done.
confuse the children.
Shh!
Do not
confuse
the children.
Shush! Bleep Blorp.
Hey, it's Mr. Wilson. Today we're going to talk about how to create a video where you act with an animated character. It starts obviously with shooting the establishing shot as you would for a split screen or green screen, standing on one side of the screen and looking at wherever you will place your animated character.
Oh, hey kids, it's Mr. Wilson. Just putting some finishing touches on a project I've been working on. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I am centered here because I'm talking to the camera. Once I get to the part of the scene when Bleep Blorp enters, I will move to the right of the screen, here. Now I don't need to worry about not crossing the line because I'm not doing a split screen. Instead, I'm green screening the character onto my shot. As with all short scenes of dialogue, you shoot the establishing shot from the beginning of the scene to the end, saying all the lines of dialogue and pausing while you imagine the lines from the other character being said.
Alright, let's go ahead and see how this is done. Shh! Shush!
Then you shoot your medium close-ups of yourself, again of the entire scene, including the beginning and ending. Again, say all the lines of dialogue and pause while you imagine the other lines being said. You should think about how you would react to the lines being said, so while you are not talking, your face isn't blank, but rather reacting to the lines being said to you. This way you have the option of using reaction shots or L cuts where we will see someone who is not talking, but reacting. Here is an example of a reaction shot, no dialogue, just reaction.
This was my idea. You are nothing but a skin sack full of blood, meat, and bones, whose entire race will soon be under the heel of your robot overlords.
And here is an example of an L cut where we see a reaction before the line is said.
Bow down before me.
Wait, I thought you weren't a robot.
Once you have shot the establishing shot and the medium close-up, You definitely need to remember to get a shot of the background space where your animated character will be standing. In WeVideo, you cannot make a still image, so you should shoot a good 20 to 30 seconds of footage for that space. Once you have these things shot, you will create your animated character, if you haven't already done so. We will use Google Slides to do this. If you want to use another software to create your animated character, you can, but you have to ask Mr. Wilson first. You need to create a minimum of 2 frames of the character, one for the establishing shot and one for the medium close-ups. If you want to get more creative, you can have the mouth move for the dialogue, and you can change facial expressions for reactions. And you can also have the body move in many different ways. In this example, Bleep Blorp is only moving his arms and mouth, but you can get as detailed and creative as you want with this. Once you have your character created, you download the JPEGs and import them into WeVideo or whatever software you're using, and then record the voiceover of the animated character. Once you have that recorded, you will place the animated character's lines where you want them and add the animated character, applying the chroma effect. So here I added Bleep Blorp into the scene using the chroma key. I now just need to edit in my medium close-ups and his medium close-ups, chroma keying him over the video or still frame of the space I shot for his medium close-up background. I also added an insert shot to show the crazy odd mechanical parts that were supposedly used to create Bleep Blorp, and also to give more weight behind the joke. These are just props. On a side note, I was clearly using a tripod, so you can do this not only if you don't have a tripod, you can do it even if you do. It's just another creative tool we can use in our video production. But you don't have to have a tripod or green screen to do this type of production. You only have to have a camera. You should definitely try to have someone help you to shoot this video, or if possible, use a DIY type tripod or propping your camera up on something. This is a fun way to add a bit of creativity to your video productions. Good luck!